Welcome to Jeanette Talks a Lot. Grab your favorite drink and let's talk about all things stories. Let's talk about three important categories of storytelling: theater, film/TV, and books. Within each of these three different categories, there are some elements that work together and can be very similar, but there are also some differences between these categories. The best part is, you don't have to choose between them. There is no right or wrong here. Each of these help to weave stories together and take us on a journey of discovery. It's all about our own preferences based on our own circumstances at a given moment. As for number one, theater. First of all, there's no camera or video, but it is visual. There is sound connected to it though. You have dialogue, sound effects, music, etc. It's live in front of the audience, live action. You can experience it all in real time in the same room. The audience feels it. As referenced in A Short History of the Movies, 8th edition by Gerald Mast and Bruce F. Cowan. Because space is so fixed and immovable in theater, the stage is here, the audience is here, the balcony is here. The scene and locale is the essential component of the stage or theater. But it's different when filming with a camera. In the early days of film, they assumed that the camera should be placed in one position to shoot a scene, like a passive spectator in a theater audience. The spectator sits in one seat for 2 hours and sees the whole show from that seat. If the spectator would come on another night, they may actually sit in a different seat and see the whole show from that different angle or the different vantage point. So when early film began, they realized that space is immovable in theater, but space is movable in film and TV. Therefore, the camera shot, not the scene, is the essential part of TV and film. Next in our categories is number two, film and TV. Now, those are similar, and we already talked about that a little bit, but they have visual elements, which are video, and sound, which brings the dialogue, sound effects, music, etc. So that's number one category, theater. Number two, video, which is TV, film. Now books. Number three, books are completely read with your eyes. They're visual in that sense, but they're not live action performance. They're not filmed with a camera or a video, and there's no sound. So it uses your internal thoughts and your imagination. Well, I guess unless you have an audiobook, which provides the sound and the audio, it adds an element of acting, performance, and somebody's interpretation of the story. So audiobooks have a little bit of that element, but still, it is part of your imagination. So you are using a little bit of a different angle on that. So if you look at it, there are some similarities between film and TV and theater. They have wardrobe, they have sets and set decorations. There's lighting, there's character blocking or movements. They have props, and they memorize their lines. So there's just a few elements, I'm sure there's more, that TV, film, as well as theater have in common, although they're different. So the differences between film and TV versus theater are that film and TV have camera angles and shots versus theater, where every audience member watches from their own seat. In film and TV, you film on location or sound stages or pretty much anywhere, versus theater, where you're performing on the same stage, where you just switch out the set pieces to look like a different location. Now, film and TV often shoot scenes out of script order to make the schedule and locations more efficient, and then they edit it in order later, versus theater, where you perform the whole script from the beginning to the end in order, all in a 2 to 3 hour sitting. So these are just a few examples of differences between film and TV versus theater. Now, one last thing about the differences between books versus TV, film, and theater. Now, books don't need a special location or costumes, sets, lights, cameras, blocking, props, or memorized lines. They just need the words on the page and the reader to bring the story to life, whether it's an audiobook reader or whether it's yourself reading the book and you bring the story to life. It's so cool to see the differences, but they're so fun in their own ways. Now, do you have any go to categories that you love to enjoy stories by? Is it one of these three that we mentioned? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, enjoy your stories.